You do not need to be smart. You just need to be consistent. Too many people think that they need to have this overwhelming intelligence. They need to know everything. They need to be super smart, high IQ, all of these things to be successful or to win at whatever they're trying to win at. When in reality, you just need to be consistent. You need to show up day in and day out and never give up. Refuse to give up. Have something that for once in your life you said, I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to make a line and I'm not going to ever cross it backwards. I'm going to go forward and keep persisting until I win. I'm going to keep progression until I win. And each and every day that you're consistent, it's another rep. It's another swing at the ball. And it's another day of learning. Whether you had a good day, a bad day, you made many mistakes, you made no mistakes, you had a big deal, you had no big deals. Like, no matter what, you keep swinging, you keep taking other reps. And here's the thing, over a long enough time frame, you eventually will be successful, because volume negates luck. You're taking so many, reps, getting all this volume in, you're only mastering your craft. Now, if you take smarter action, yes, you can eventually go from hard work to smart work. But a lot of people think that you can just start off working smart. No, you have to know what works, what doesn't work. And that's through reps, that's through volume. And another thing is, I think too many people, think that just because they don't know enough, they can't start. No, that's exactly the problem. You need to start, even if you don't know things, even if you're a novice, even if you're a beginner, even if you're whatever. Like, you can have no understanding of whatever the endeavor you're trying to pursue is. It can be a sport, it can be business, it can be a relationship, but you have to go and try. And it's okay to fail. It's okay to allow yourself to be a beginner, and it's okay to know that you're going to make mistakes and fall flat on your face. And basically, I think action is the key thing. I talk about action a lot. It's because you have to just go and do it. Somebody with less IQ than you is probably going to do double the work than you, or they're twice as successful as you, because they're taking action. They're not overthinking it. They're not waiting and thinking they're not good enough. They're just going and doing it. They became a doer, not a thinker. And then these people that are smarter, quote unquote, they like to overanalyze and overthink. There's even books and stuff written about it. It's like people want to think when they should be just going and doing. Like, now they call it like retard maxing or something like that, but you just don't think about it, just go do. Now, do you need to actually think about it at some point and reflect and analyze your data? Yes, but you need a sample size of data. Go get 50 reps, 100 reps of whatever you're trying to pursue, of trying a new sales call, of approaching women, of starting a business, of getting in the gym. Get a sample size, and then go from there and reflect. But you need to go take those actions. Go do the 50 calls, go do the 100 calls, go do the 100 code approaches, go do 100 gym workouts, go do 100 of something. And then you come back and you analyze it. What worked good, what didn't work. And then you get smarter and more efficient as you progress from that. So it doesn't mean don't think at all, because yes, you can bang your head up against a brick wall for 10 years and not get anywhere. That's still possible. But you can craft and create a better approach, a better path forward once you have a better sample size. And you can continue to critique and reflect on that and move forward in order to get to the destination that you're trying to get to. And you can learn more. Like I said, you have more data, you have more questions, and you can do more. You can start asking the internet, you can start asking people, asking mentors, because now you went out and took action. But there is a foundation of basic understanding of going out and trying something, and you're going to fail. You're going to not win, because you're learning. Failure is learning, honestly. As long as you don't quit, you don't give up. So go out, take action. Stop overthinking. Stop thinking that you have to be the smarter. Stop thinking that you have to have a high IQ. No, you get smarter by becoming an expert, by getting experience. You cannot Google experience. Some people, IQ is probably 100, but they're in a certain endeavor, a certain business model, a certain hobby, interest, whatever. They've become an expert because they've mastered it. There can be somebody that's like an expert level guitar player, but in school, they probably just dropped out of high school. They probably were not good at school, and vice versa. Or in other situations, maybe somebody's really good at school, but they have no good technical skills. Maybe somebody's great at acting, making music, playing a sport. They're at a higher level of intelligence or expert level and experience of that endeavor, but they're not a jack of all trades or anything like that. So go out, pick what you want to succeed at, go take the reps, go be consistent. It's consistency every day, 365. When you rest, that's okay, but still use your rest day as a day of analyst, of reflecting, of asking questions. That means you can still rest from the physical part of it, but keep your mind focused, your mind locked in on what the true goal is. So if you're trying to be Mr. Olympia and be a bodybuilding world legend, world champion, whatever you want to call it, they don't need to work out 7 days a week, 365. But those days that they're resting, they're probably taking care of their body, eating, getting recovery, getting massages, probably studying and posing, probably, or doing the posing. Like, they're still at it. Their mind is still there. So whatever it is, be consistent. You don't have to be the smartest. You just have to be consistent. And eventually that volume will become luck and you'll get it done and you'll win. Anyway, this was Consistency Day 224. Follow along for the journey. If you got anything from this message, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow along. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.